the Hangout broadcast. Okay, so welcome. It's the first. Well, no, it's not the first meeting. It's the second meeting of the Card Throwers Club. Welcome. I am Cassandra. I'm the author of this digital tarot deck, which you can download for free, the images at quickcardreading.com. And you can use them as you please because they are made from Creative Commons images, and I release them back to the Creative Commons. So you can print them out, use them in a deck for yourself. You can use them on your website. You can use them on your Facebook pages. You can use them on a book cover. However you want to use them, feel free to use them. They're yours to use. So this is the February meeting of the Card Throwers Club. And the idea behind this is I'd like to get people together and just read cards for each other and talk about tarot and Lenormand and Oracle decks and have some fun and get to know each other. I'm drinking a wheat beer this evening in the spirit of having fun. Cheers, everybody. And my thoughts for this Card Throwers Club is we can all get together. You don't have to be an experienced reader. We'll have introductions. We'll have a lesson, a little exercise, and then we can read cards for each other. And that's how you learn to read. If you don't read already, that's how you do it, by doing it. And this is a good non-threatening way to do it if you haven't read cards before. So for now, I think what we're going to do is it'll just be through the chat, but eventually I'll be able to bring people on through Hangouts, like have another person. I'm not sure how to do that at the moment. Just having this live is accomplishment enough, I think. So just getting this going, good enough. Okay, so what do I want to say? I want to say my room is full of cords and every port is being used. I'm plugged straight into the wall. I've got my earbuds, so hopefully everybody can hear me. Hopefully there's no feedback. Hopefully nothing's freezing. Hopefully this is going well. We don't know. It's live, which brings me to the point that anything could happen during this broadcast. Dogs could bark. People could walk into this room. Lord only knows, and it never fails. Whenever you're doing something like this, some person will come in the room and go like, oh, I didn't know, so whatever. I'm apologizing up front. So is anybody here? If you're here, say you're here in the chat and where you're at. I'm in San Antonio. Where is everybody else? Anybody here? I don't see anyone in the YouTube one. I think on this is the Facebook one. I'm going to write anybody here. I know people, they look weird when you're doing stuff on screen while you're live, but I'm going to post it. Okay, Facebook says they're spreading the word that I'm live. I've been on these live chats and it says this is your most commented on video yet. Okay, why am I not seeing the comments? Swipe left to reveal comments. Oh, I guess that it was my comment. They counted my comment to make the most commented video. All right, funny Facebook. All right. What else can we talk about while we're waiting for people to show up? Because yes, still there's nobody here. I've been reading cards since my early 20s. There's been periods where, I picked them up and put them down kind of thing. I was married for a while and my husband was real funny about them. But, oddly enough, he was a medicine man, so I don't know what his big problem was. It's one of those kind of things. I guess it was okay for him, but not okay for me, kind of thing. Yes, I'm in San Antonio. You know, behind me here, this is the green screen. It's not the best background. I was going to put another background up, but I was like, forget it, because I was doing green screen all day. So watch the weekly fortune cookie, because that's my first green screen video, and I'm very proud of it, if I do say so myself. I'm happy with it. What else do I want to say? What else does anyone want to know? Oh, yes, and if you're watching this later, please post in the comments what you'd like to see at the Card Throwers Club, or what you'd like to do. I'm totally open. I said in the January meeting, you know, I'm open to this being something different than I'm seeing it be right now. So, but you need to give me feedback so I know where we're going with this. So I guess what we'll do right now is we can get into the, since there's no one else here, to do introductions. We can get into, oh yes, the quick oracle. Okay, so if anybody else is here, what you need to do is you need to take out a piece of paper. I've got one here, and a pen. And I want you to write on 3 different pieces of paper. And if you take one piece of paper and rip it up or whatever, use index cards, that's fine. Write down 3 different phrases or sayings, because this is kind of a fortune cookie oracle. I'll tell you, that's what we're doing. Just write down 3 different phrases or sayings, or even draw a little picture. So do 3 of those right now. I'm going to give everybody time. Everybody's going to be bored while I'm sitting here doing mine, because I didn't do them ahead of time, because we're supposed to do it together, right? Because this is live meeting. So, okay, so I'm going to write down, I'm writing down 3 different things. Just phrases. Like I said, it's kind of a fortune cookie oracle, so whatever comes to mind. Okay, so for my first phrase, all right, first thing that came to my mind is live by the sword, die by the sword. Okay, I'm going to take that up, take that piece of paper, fold it up, put it over here. Okay. Expect the best. Okay, that's number 2. And for number 3, and like I said, you can draw a picture, an image, or whatever you want to do. So maybe I will draw an image. I'm going to do an image. A quick image, because I don't want people to get bored while I'm sitting here drawing on a piece of paper. Okay, here's my image. Here's my image. All right. We are going to fold this up, put it aside. Okay, that's for later. Don't know if we'll do anything with it. I'll take a sip of beer while we're waiting. Okay. All right, we still have no viewers. Okay, so for our exercise, I thought we would do exercise from 21 Ways to Read a Tarot Card, Mary K. Greer. This book. Mary K. Greer's books were the first books I read when I started reading tarot. So you got to love Mary K. Greer. And the exercise is kind of an adaptation of activity 15.3 under dialogues. 15.3 under dialogues in the book. Okay, so The first thing we're going to do is pull one card for something that you want, something you want to be, someplace you want to go, something you want to have, something you want to do. Okay, so we're going to pull one card for something that we would like to have in our lives. So go through your deck. I didn't say that at the beginning. You should have a card deck. That would help if you have a deck of cards. Should have said that. Sorry. But get your card deck out. So pull. I'm doing this. I'm going to have to do this and talk to you at the same time so you don't get bored. Nobody wants to be bored online, right? Nobody wants to be bored online. Okay, so something I want to have, places I want to go, representing me. Okay. And you know what? You can pull like several, like if one kind of catches your eye, like this card, the world kind of caught my eye, so I'm going to put it aside. And then you can keep going till you see another one. Okay, I like this one, the Fool. And they don't have to be major arcana cards. They can be anything that, like I said, that you're attracted to, something that you want to do, be, have, accomplish, associate yourself with, anything like that. So I'm still going. 78 cards, takes a while. Okay, let me see. Still going. All right, checking out the cards. Something I want to do, be or have. We're almost at the end. Okay, I think I'm good. So it's between, interestingly, weirdly enough, I picked the first major arcana card and the last, the Fool and the World. So I'm going to stick with the Fool because I'd like to start a new phase in my life. I've been here in San Antonio for 6 years. It'll be 7 this summer. It's time. I've been saying it. It's time for me to go. I tend to move a lot, and I've been here a while. It's time for me to go. I lived in Austin back in the early 80s and the late 90s. I mean, the late 80s and the early 90s. And I left because it was getting too crowded and too expensive. And I feel that way about San Antonio now. It's crazy here. Crazy, 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 crazy. I got to get out of here. So I want to start a new phase in my life. My son's almost graduated high school. So as soon as he goes, I'm gone. I'm with him, I think. So thing I want to do, be or have. Okay. Then what you're going to do is you're going to either choose a card like we just did, or randomly pull a card that's going to represent the opposition to the card that you picked out. Okay, so we're getting an opposition card either by pulling it randomly or by choosing it. I'm going to pull it randomly. But first, I'm going to deal with my beer. So break time as I deal with my beer. Okay, still nobody here. Okay. All right, I'm going to randomly pull a card for what is opposing fire to leave San Antonio, go somewhere else. This is going to be interesting. Okay, 3 of Pentacles. Three of Pentacles. So this card is about work and working with other people. And just as a little side note, I forgot to put the pentacles on this card when I created it. But my goal with this deck was when I made a card a day. So I didn't go back and fix anything or anything like that, because there's a lot of cards that I would have done better or done differently. But the goal was to create a card a day until I was finished. So just FYI. Okay, so back to the exercise. Three of Pentacles. Okay, it's about work. It's about working with other people. I'm looking at this card. I'm looking at the man at the top of the card, and I'm noticing how he's stretching. He's stretching. See, look, he's stretchy. He's stretching. So, this is a stretch goal. And I'm also noticing these pyramids in the card. Are kind of multi-dimensional. They're multi-dimensional. So that's giving me, and this is for those of you who don't read, this is kind of how you work it. It's like, okay, so there's more dimensions to this than I might think that there are. And then I'm also noticing these shadowy silhouetted figures right there. You see them? The shadowy silhouette figures. So I'm wondering, like, who are you in the shadows here, people? Now, what the exercise calls for is you create a dialogue between the two cards. So we have the two cards, and we're going to create a dialogue. So I don't know how I'm going to do it. Let's see. Okay. YouTubers, you're seeing the Fool card. Facebookers, you're seeing the Three of Pentacles. So with the Fool card, this dude, he's just stepping off the pavement and into the green grass, and he's going. So this Three of Pentacles, like, what are these people saying to this guy here? So Three of Pentacles, what are you saying to the Fool? What are you saying to the Fool? I'm getting rest is best. There's something to do with the shadows, with these shadow people, and talking to these shadow people that are probably parts of myself. The problem is, or what they're saying, they're not moving in step. And they want respect. And they want more structure. So, yeah. Because I have a tendency to just take off and run. So they're asking for more structure is what's happening here. So I'm not going to bore you more, because if people were actually here, then we could be having discussions about stuff and what people were getting. But I'm the only one here, so I don't want to bore you with my dialoguing with the card, but you get the idea. You get the idea. I'm wondering, there's something else we could do because it's only 6:51. 6:55. So we're only 25 minutes in. And like I said, if there were more people here, it would take longer. I guess what we'll do is we'll go ahead and wrap up for now. And yeah, we'll wrap up for now. So the idea with these, take out your little pieces of paper that you made. So this is the deal, is you will ask a question and you can post it in the chat, but nobody's here, so that's not actually going to happen. But if you're here at home and later you're watching this later, just think of a question, and I'm going to pull one of these little oracle papers that I created, and that will be your answer. Okay, so 3, 2, 1. What's your question? Your answer is expect the best. Expect the best. Expect the best. Okay, and that's what I'm going to do for our next meeting, which will be the last Sunday in March at 6:30 p.m. Central Time, and that will be March 26th. Oh, today's the 26th, and the March meeting will be the 26th also. So March 26th, 6:30 p.m. Same place, on YouTube or on Facebook, however you are watching me. And we'll meet up here and we'll have a good time. We'll throw some cards and have a great time with each other. So see you next time. Bye-bye.